Good evening, VB Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time. I hope you like that intro. That was me and Glenn walking through Wall Street last week as we visited the NASDAQ exchange floor. Now, if you've never watched one of these videos before, this is where we try to put you on the right side of the market. Tomorrow is a holiday, being 4th of July, so we will not have a video coming out tomorrow night at 6 p.m. But tonight's video is going to be great. I do see some optimism in the market right now. So we're going to go over the major indices, the QQQ, SPY, and the VectorVest Composite. Along with that, I'm going to show you the top 5 rated stocks in the VectorVest 7 system. So if you want to stay on the right side of the market, stay tuned in this presentation. We're going to keep you on the right side, keep you making money, and we're going to find some fish along the way. Now let's get started. So we're starting off at the homepage of the VectorVest 7 system. This is where we follow the trends of the market. You can see the major indices slightly to the upside today, but the important thing here, look at the color guard. Yesterday we did get a green light, and as of today we got another green light showing us some follow through. So we just want to make sure that the green light is still here at the close of market today to make sure there's confirmation with this follow through. Along with that, look at the primary wave in the trend column. It did go up as of yesterday, which looks at the broad market 5-day trend. Because the VectorVest Composite keeps trending higher from the 5 days ago, we're going to see this primary wave remain up. Now, just to confirm this optimism that I'm seeing on the homepage here, we're starting off with the SPY. You can see another updated day. We're right at that level of resistance at the prior high of $550.28. Currently sitting at $549.84. So the SPY could be hitting a brand new high any day now. If your portfolio is tech heavy, especially with the big names like Nvidia or AMD, you definitely want to keep your eyes on the Qs, but we're seeing all of the moving averages in our favor right now in a bullish manner. Look, the Qs just hit a brand new high, the high coming in at $488.20. A little bit of a retracement with this upper wick here, currently trading at $487.88. But again, with the moving averages all in a bullish manner right now, the Qs hitting a brand new high, you can see why I'm optimistic with the market moving higher. One thing I do want to point out, here's the VectorVest Composite, which tracks the broad market, over 9,000 stocks. It just gives you a better representation of the overall market. Now, if you're straying away from some of the big tech names, you can see the VectorVest Composite in a pretty tight channel right now. The top of this channel at 66.14, while the bottom comes in around 65.22. As of today, the moving averages are in a bullish manner right now with a fresh crossover. We're seeing a nice full-bodied candlestick today showing that the buyers are in control. But as far as the broad market right now, not going to be too optimistic until we can get above this level of resistance and out of the channel. All right, I'm a man of my word. I got some fish here for you. Now, this is the stock viewer. You can see we're tracking over 9,000 stocks. Right now, I've only got the top 5 displayed. So out of the entire market right now, these are the top rated stocks we got here. We've got Nvidia, Celestica, Abercrombie, Arista Network, and Camtek. You can see they're all fundamentally sound with RV and RS ratings above 1 right now. And the reason why these stocks made it to the top of the list is the VST rating. That's overall value, safety, and timing. All of these positions have buy ratings here. And look at the sales growth rate and the growth rate in earnings, double digits across the board. Now with ratings like these, you can see why I wanted to take a look at these stocks. So let's go ahead and jump in the graphs. At no surprise, the first up on the list is going to be Nvidia. We could see the 3 crossed below the 8-day moving average last week. And look at this, price action utilizing that 20-day exponential moving average as a level of support right now. So if price action breaks below that 20-day exponential moving average and you're holding this position, protecting profits, never a bad idea. However, if you're thinking about jumping in Nvidia, buying the dip, whatever it may be, waiting for that 3 to cross back above the 8-day, just showing momentum turning around, never a bad idea. Have some patience. Nvidia's a great stock. Just let the trade come to you. Next up, CLS. All the moving averages in our favor right now. If you're not already in this position, I'd probably wait until after we get above this resistance zone at 60.60. We're already pretty close to it at 59.39. So I'd give up that dollar, just for some confirmation to the upside. Now, if you're already in this position with the stock still moving up, wouldn't be too concerned about selling it. But again, before you buy any stock, you should have some stops in place, or at least some kind of plan in place as far as when to get out. And if we take a look down below, the growth rate in earnings and the sales growth rate continue to rise over the last 3 months. So you can see right here why the stock is number 2 in the database. Now, Abercrombie, I really like it. You can see a nice strong buy rating here since May. Now, the moving averages are in our favor after the big move up here. We do see a pretty tight trading range. If I use a horizontal line, You can see the channel right here, the bottom of that channel coming in around 170. So if you're holding Abercrombie and the price action drops below 170, getting defensive, not a bad idea. Now, if you're not already in this position, I'd like to see some confirmation to the upside with price action taking out this level of resistance at the prior highs at 195.69. This stock Arista, nice lower left to upper right. The only concern I have right now is these two upper wicks between today's and yesterday's trading session. So if you're not already in this position, I'd like to take out the high at 363.28. If you're already in this position, no reason to get defensive right now with all the moving averages in our favor. However, if you see that 3 start to cross below the 8, getting defensive, never a bad idea, but always stick with the plan you had when you purchased the stock. Last stock for this evening here, beautiful chart. This is probably the nicest one, the smoothest lower left to upper right out of all 5 of these stocks. Just hit a high as of yesterday. So if you're not in it, again, wait for some confirmation, take out yesterday's high. If you're in this position already, the moving averages are in our favor, price action above all 3 of these moving averages right now. So we're seeing that momentum remain to the upside. And as far as forecasted data down below, growth rate earnings still on the rise to close at 22% today. Even sales growth rate jumped up to 34%. So you can see why this is another great candidate to have on your shopping list. All right, VV Nation, why reinvent the wheel? The VectorVest software does all the work for us. So in tonight's presentation, why not utilize the software to find the 5 best stocks in the market right now? We looked at the charts, we looked at the analysis. These stocks are phenomenal. Now, as a bonus, if you're not a subscriber to VectorVest, I'm going to put the link right here. It is our free stock analysis report. That's right. If you're interested in getting a free stock analysis or learning a little bit more about the software, click on the link right here to get your report and see what the VectorVest 7 system says about your stock. Now, I hope everyone has a wonderful, safe, fantastic holiday with the family tomorrow, 4th of July. I will see you next week. Hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. Have a good night.